Nobody wants to say the word ferry in Matanuska-Susitna right now.
Tonight at 6 on Alaska's News Source, a push to get rid of millions of dollars of debt in the Matanuska Borough linked to troubles with the ferry terminal.
Plus, drastic changes coming to downtown Fairbanks. See what's on tap for 7 businesses thanks to some new funding. And from snow to heavy rain and high winds, I'll break down the weather you should be prepared for this week.
You're watching Alaska's News Source.
The Matanuska Borough is asking the federal government to cut their debt of $5 million down to zero.
Well, that request comes after the borough received $12 million in federal grants to create a ferry connecting Matanuska Borough and Anchorage.
Joining us now is political reporter Will Courtney, who got a hold of the letter with the borough's ask. Will.
Yeah, Augusta, John, the borough is putting out 4 different options right now, and the first one is to cut the entirety of their debt. Their argument is that they already paid their dues, saying the maintenance and upkeep costs of the ferry terminal was, quote, sufficient repayment of the outstanding debt. But the letter also includes 3 other alternatives, and all of them include the borough paying back the federal government. Those offers start at $1.5 million to the maximum $3.5 million. Again, the debt comes from the project in the early 2000s to connect the Matanuska Borough and the Anchorage. The borough received upwards of $12 million as part of that funding, but without a port to land at. Matanuska Mayor Edna DeVries told me today the project was never able to go anywhere. Since they spent that money, their debt has gone down, going from the initial $12 million to $9 million to where we're at today, $5.8 million. Speaking to the Matanuska Mayor, she said she's happy with where the issue currently stands.
But I have confidence in our attorney and the firm that we've hired that we'll get a favorable response. And I'm glad to get it taken care of. I don't feel that it should continue to be there. We want to take advantage of every reduction we can get, but we also want to pay what we owe.
So while the mayor said she's pleased, they aren't in the $12 million debt figure anymore. They are still at that $5.8 million. And now it's up to the federal government on whether they're going to alleviate that debt. John, Augusta.
All right, Will, thanks so much. And all new at 6, Alaska State Troopers say they found the remains of a woman who went missing from Anchorage back in November of 2023 when she was 18 years old. Her name was Ataja Banks.
State troopers say that her confirmed remains were found on September 4th near Moose Meadows Road in Wasilla. Investigators believe Banks was murdered. Her body has been sent to the state medical examiner's office for an autopsy.
No arrests or suspect information has been released, and we're working to get you more information on that.
Well, an Anchorage Assembly meeting is underway right now. A few potential items of interest likely being discussed.
Topics include requiring residential rental property owners to provide tenants financial relocation assistance in certain instances. Also, a ballot proposition regarding taxes on short-term home rentals, and the potential purchase of new technology and equipment for the municipality and the police department. Joe Allgood is attending the meeting, and we'll have more tonight on the Late Edition.
And crews continue to work on a power outage affecting Akiak. People living there say it started around 2:30 Sunday morning.
The town issued a disaster declaration yesterday in an effort to receive help from the state. There's some details now on your screen. We're told the outage was possibly sparked by a mechanical failure at the Akiak power plant.
We did talk with the lead teacher at Akiak School. She says people still have water thanks to a generator. Homes and other places, though, without generators, they are in the dark.
They've been in touch and they are aware of our situation and the severity of it. However, one technician mechanic is at another village doing the same type of work, and it's not certain when he'll be able to, if he can come to Akiak. And at this time, they're looking for another mechanic to come out this way.
To help out folks in need, the Akiak School has been serving breakfast and lunch for people 60 and older. And it's chilly in Anchorage today, but for some it was even snowy.
Uh-oh. Chief Meteorologist Melissa Fry watching the flakes fall. Melissa, you're a little excited. You're pretty pumped.
Just a little bit. I can't help myself. Super exciting to see the snow. You know, change of season, snow, it's kind of magical. Not seeing that widespread in the lower elevations, but higher elevations, those mountain peaks, a lot of them across Alaska did get at least a dusting of snow, but in the interior, especially closer to the eastern Alaska range along the Richardson Highway, it was more than a dusting. Seeing heavy snow falling, which is still coming down at this hour, accumulating right on Richardson Highway. Roadsides still have snow on them. Those trees flocked in white as well. And that winter weather advisory is still in effect through tomorrow morning. As you can see, snow is still falling in the area. It's not just the snow, though, that is prompting the advisory. It's also the wind. We're going to see those wind gusts of around 50 miles per hour in this area tonight. So blowing snow will be a concern. Bottom line, if you're traveling along the Richardson Highway through the Alaska Range this time of year, it's time to be prepared for winter driving conditions. Also, reports of some light snow up over Hatcher Pass. Chugach Mountains even picking up a little dusting in those highest peaks, both outside of Eagle River and along the Matanuska Valley. At this hour, we're seeing a few showers pushing through, but you can see temperatures are dropping. 46 right now in Anchorage, down into the 30s already in Fairbanks, still holding on to 53 in Ketchikan. Beautiful sunset underway there. So while we are seeing, again, just cooler air sliding in across much of the state, I'm really paying attention to this next area of low pressure pushing in across the Bering Sea. That is going to bring high winds and heavy rain already to the Aleutians tonight. We'll start to see some of those showers showing up in south central tomorrow, mainly in the second half of the day near Anchorage. Temperatures only dropping to the upper 30s overnight, so not seeing anything below freezing just yet. And then we'll see high temperatures tomorrow back into the 50s. Again, those rain showers arrive in the second half of the day. We will see breezy winds gusting to near 30 miles per hour. Juneau, heavy rain is on the way, which is sticking around the next couple of days. Also seeing breezy winds for you. And coming up, I'll have a closer look at how much snow we've seen in those higher elevations and what the rest of the week holds.
All right, Melissa, thanks so much. We'll hear more from her in just a few. But first, Anchorage police need your help finding a missing 13-year-old girl. Alejandra Martinez Smith was reported missing on Saturday. Police say she was last seen and heard from in the 800 block of Carlock Street. They say she's about 5'2" and 110 pounds. She has brown hair and eyes and was last seen in a blue sweatshirt, black pants, and light blue Crocs. If you see her or know anything, call police at the number on your screens.
Well, downtown Fairbanks getting a makeover as the city distributes bed tax money to businesses in an effort to improve storefronts.
In July, 7 businesses were picked to get funds to help with exterior projects. Up to $50,000 were available per location, totaling $250,000. They have up to a year to use the money with the option for a 6-month extension. The Ice Museum, the Elbow Room, and the Co-op Plaza are among the Coop Plaza are among the recipients. The goal to beautify downtown and improve foot traffic.
Not just the tourists, but the locals. When we start having more locals coming downtown to to grab a bite to eat, and we have some great restaurants down here. Come down here, grab a bite to eat, see that it's that it's clean. The more positive foot traffic we get down here, the lower amount of crime we're going to get down here. Just the more positive activity, the more economic development.
City of Fairbanks Chief of Staff Mike Sanders hopes the project can continue into the future. He says with funding coming from bed taxes each year, he also said that he plans to extend the geographic boundaries for where that money can go.
An annual event to help the homeless in Anchorage was deemed a success thanks to the turnout.
Yeah, Alaska's News Source crews were at the Egan Center this morning. Long lines formed for the Homeless Connect event. More than 90 service providers offered resources and necessities for those in need, including information on housing, health care, also access to warm clothing.
Warm gloves, warm wool socks. That definitely can be the difference between life and death outside, particularly when it's wet and cold.
During that event, around 500 pairs of cold weather boots and 500 snow jackets were handed out. Bike repair services were also provided.
Well, this year's Alaska State Fair proved to be one of the biggest of all time. After data recapping, the event was released. State Fair officials say the fair broke all-time attendance records, set concert sale records, even landed at number 7 in the top 10 of USA Today's Reader's Choice Awards. Nearly 389,000 people went to the fair this year. That's up from about 370,000 last year. The concert series boasted 5 sellout shows.
That says something about the talent that we've put together and the different genres and the different groups of individuals that are buying our tickets. So that's incredibly proud of our team that's been working on that.
Now, the market livestock auction brought in around $742,000, while the exhibit entries this year jumped to nearly 9,000. When it comes to crops, 6 new state records were set, including in the cucumber and the eggplant growing competitions.
Thanks for listening. Click subscribe so you can get the latest podcast from Alaska's news source automatically. And stay up to date with breaking news and in-depth reporting available for free 24/7 with the Alaska's news source app.